Hey what's up guys, so much for here today. In today's video is episode 9 of the Road to Play, and yeah, let's get showing the video, let's go. So I thought there wouldn't be a Road to Play video as soon, you know guys. I did say in the last Road to Play video that there wouldn't be a Road to Play video for a while, that Ed said there'll be no new music this year in 2024, but very recently there's been a couple of teases by Ed, and you know, which is just crazy to think about. And if you guys didn't see my YouTube short yesterday, that with Ed saying on his Instagram story that he just came back from India and just finished off the next record, you know, which I do think it could be Play, maybe. And if you guys didn't watch that short yesterday or Ed's Instagram story from yesterday, here it is right now. Play it.
My first show in Europe of the year in Lucca today and tomorrow, and I can't wait. Yeah, I just got back from India, finishing off the next record, and I'm ready to get on with the tour. Here we go.
Yes, guys, that Ed finished off the next record in India, which is just insane to think about. And also, Ed, of course, has been in India earlier on this year. Of course, he toured India, and I wonder why he finished the record, Play, maybe, in India. Maybe he works with some Indian producers or Indian artists, like, I can't pronounce his name properly, but Diljit Dosanjh, who had played that song with him on the Mathematics Tour show, or maybe he'd done, I don't know, maybe like songwriting credits with him or Arman Malik. That would be amazing. Or imagine if there's like a Bollywood type of song on Play, maybe potentially, which I'd love that so much. And if you guys didn't see, Ed did a Shape of You, like a Indian version of Shape of You on this show, which is on Netflix, and it's on YouTube. I'll link that in the description of this video if you guys haven't seen that yet, which I just love it so much. And if there's like an Indian Bollywood song on Play, I'd love that so much. And if Ed finished off the record in India, I'd love that so much. And yeah, maybe working with some Indian artists on Play, or producer from India. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm not too sure which. I would love that so much, and that would be such a popular song in my opinion. And yeah, or yeah. I thought I'd put this in the video, guys, that EdHQ shared a funny video with Ed and Kev, Security Kev, and it looks like that Ed's playing on a PlayStation, playing, play, you know. He's pressing play on the controller. Well, not pressing play on the controller, but he's playing with the controller. I'll play you guys that little clip right now. I'm playing rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, with the, I think, the Kev Walkout, and yeah, I'll play you guys that clip now.
When you only need the light when it's burning low, only miss the sun when it starts to snow, only know you love her when you let her go.
So yes, guys, I love that so much. EdHQ sharing that from last month, you know, with Ed playing a video game, playing a game, which I just love that so much. And I do think that could be like a little bit of promo of Play, just Ed just playing games, play, you know, which I just cannot wait for this upcoming album, which most likely is going to come next year now, guys. And yeah, also, last week Ed was on a podcast, Therapuss, with Jake Shane, and Ed talks, I think Ed was teasing a little bit of the next album potentially, with Ed saying that the next is recording some fun songs again, and teasing with Max Martin and his producers. And I'll play you guys them clips right now. Let's go. I love this podcast so much, and yeah, play them clips.
Sometimes I make records where I'm like, I want every single song to sound like a single, and like that was how I made Multiply and Divide. And then sometimes I make records where I'm like, this is going to sound like an album, and that was how I did like Subtract and Plus. And it's weird, the ones that like no one really notices with Multiply, they kind of see it in the same way. But I was while I was crafting that album was just like, I'm treating every single song as if it could be a single from the record. Whereas with Subtract, I was like, I don't actually think there's any singles other than Eyes Closed, and I just want it to be a journey and a story. I think there are different ways to make.
Subtract is so great.
Thanks,
Well,
man.
eyes closed. Played on the plane
Thank you.
on the way here.
I really like that record. I can't really listen to it again. But I do like it. I'm back in sort of wanting to make fun songs.
Right. Who are some of your like biggest inspirations, whether that be songwriting or production or?
I think songwriting. I think someone like Max Martin. I think it has just got the. He's got the
got
juice.
it. Yeah.
And I've been fortunate enough to like work with him on, you know, all sorts of stuff. We won an Emmy recently for a song that we did for Ted Lasso, which is so different to the Justin Bieber I Don't Care song. That's more of a singer-songwriter song, and I Don't Care is more of a pop song. But his approach to both, and how he's very much like less is more on melodies and words, where I've always been a like more is more and try and cram everything in.
Right.
But he's a very good like editor, as well as just coming up with ideas. I love how, like, because he has his like MXM production camp, and he's got all these amazing Swedish writers and producers that work for him. So like he can oversee a lot of projects at once and just be like, well, this bit doesn't work, maybe take that. Or like he listened to a song that I'd made the other day with a producer that he works with a lot, and he was just like, the pre doesn't sound right, you should redo the pre. But not be like, this is what you should do. He just with his ears, he's just like, yeah, you should change the pre. And I love that about him as a songwriter.
I mean, he's made some of my favorite songs. Have you heard the new Ari record?
Loved it.
Loved it.
The
We Can't Be Friends.
We Can't Be Friends. Incredible. So the guy that produced that, I'm working with at the moment, Ilya.
Yes.
So yes, guys, you know that with Ed just naming Max Martin, and then, you know, with my other past Road to Play videos, and I did say that maybe Max Martin will produce songs from Play, and, you know, it kind of sounds that Play might be produced by Max Martin and his MMX team as well, and literally MXM Music, you know, literally Max Martin, Rami, Jakub, Savan Kotkechka. Yes, guys, literally we've named his name a few times in the series, a few times, with this picture right here with Ed and him working on a song potentially for Play, and that which I can't wait for. Yes, Shellback also works with Max Martin and Ed on a few songs from Number 6, I believe. Yeah, Johan Carlson, Peter Carlson, Richard Gronanson, Peter Swinsson, Elvira Andrakard, and then Wolf Cousins. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm assuming they work with the MXM Music people as well, all work together, I think. Wolf, Oscar Holter, Jacob Gilstrom, Ludwig Soderberg, Matthias Larsson, Robin Fredriksson, Elia, which Ed mentioned in that interview as well, Oxgo, and Ali Payami. Yes, guys, you know, all of them work with Max Martin on so many different projects. Like, these are the biggest pop producers in the world. Yeah, that they've been working on artists like Ariana Grande, The Weeknd, you name it, so many different massive major pop artists, which, yeah, and also they've worked with Ed a couple times, like Max Martin and Shellback on like Number 6 songs and that, but not an entire album with Ed, which I just cannot wait for. And most likely with Play, there's going to be so many songs, and then Ed wants to make, well, with Ed saying from that podcast that he tries to make every song to be a single, like every song to be like a single. And it seems like with Play, every song could potentially be a single type song with like very, very pop, like pop, happy pop songs. And that equals, I think, is an underrated pop album in my opinion. I always say that now. But with Play, I think Play could be on the same heights of a divide. Like record-breaking album, pop songs, charting #1 in so many different countries, #1s, and that a lot of singles from Play potentially could be #1s all over the world, you know. And record breaking album. Who knows, guys? Who knows? That it's just crazy to think about. And also with like Max Martin and his team, they need to make it perfect. And I think Play, everyone wants to try and make Play to be the perfect pop album, and which I think because Ed's got all these pop producers, pop writers and producers from Sweden, Max Martin and his entire team of MXM, you know, who work with Ed, like Slafan and Elia, you know, which is just crazy to think about, and yeah, crazy. I cannot wait. The wait will be worth it, guys, for Play to most likely come next year. Imagine we get a first single from Play at the end of the year. I don't think we've ever had a first single to drop like in the 4th quarter of the year before. Like, it's always been like summertime and like spring, summertime mostly for an Ed first single, but I don't think there's ever been, with my knowledge, a first single that is ever released near the end of the year or autumn time. But Ed did say that there'll be no new music this year, but I cannot wait for Play. I cannot wait for Play, pressing play on the album next year, most likely now, guys. And with Ed saying on his Instagram story that he's finished the album, finished off the record, I might be clowning. It could be another album, but I do think it could be Play, most likely be Play. Press play coming on the album next year, most likely, potentially now, guys. Which, yeah, the wait will be worth it, guys. The wait will be worth it for Play, and I just cannot wait. I'm so excited for this album. And yeah, I think that is it, this video, guys. I think that is it, this video. And like I said, that I didn't know last month would be the last Road to Play video, but this month Ed started teasing again, so I thought, why not do another Road to Play video, I think it'll be a quick video, I'm not too sure, guys, I'm just rambling at this point. And yeah, I do think it'll be like a purpley salmon album, you know, as that Ed hasn't used a purple or a salmon colour before in his discography before, and I cannot wait, like a mixture of salmon and purple, which I do think it could be. And yeah, I think that is it, this video, guys. Max Martin and his producers have to be like the lead producers of Play. If not, I'm clowning. I'll be clowning if Max Martin and all of his team, like, they all work on different projects with other major artists and that, and if Play, like Ed Sheeran is one of them, that'll be amazing. That'll be spectacular. I cannot wait for Play to come, most likely next year, and I would love maybe a first single to come, like, the end of this year and then album next year. I don't think we've ever had that before, guys. Yeah, but of course Ed said that there'll be no new music this year, and I can respect that, you know. Ed's just touring a little bit now and spending time with his family, I'd say, yeah. And so, yeah, pressing play next year, guys. And yeah, and if you guys enjoyed this video of the Road to Play episode 9, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.